All right, Cowboys fans, morning. The breaking news. Hey, the car videos are back, y'all. I'm actually here in the District of Columbia on Bladesburg Road. There's traffic. I'm just like, why is there traffic? All you gotta do is drive straight. That's literally all you have to do in the morning is drive straight. And I was on time, and it's pushed back for whatever reason. I have no idea. But anyway, Kellen Moore has been fired. They're gonna call it an agreeing to part ways, but let's be real. This is Dallas moving on from Kellen Moore, and I believe rightfully so. This is gonna be Mike McCarthy's last year if he doesn't get to the NFC Championship. It's his last year with the team that's been assembled, with the talent that's on this team. You know, that's what needs to happen. That's what has to happen. That doesn't happen, then we're gonna see wholesale changes. I think one of those wholesale changes will be Dan Quinn becoming the head coach. I think that was part of Dan Quinn coming back. Dan Quinn is gonna say that he wanted to obviously come out and try to win a Super Bowl, but I believe that I think Jerry in this front office told Dan Quinn that he would get a chance to be the next head coach. And so in that, that's going to be the play. I think he's going to be the DC, but, granted, the defense just doesn't fall off a cliff, then I think that what will happen is Dan Quinn will be the next head coach if things just go crazy. Like if you have an 8-9 year, or just a crazy year where things just don't work out how they're supposed to, then I think that's what's going to end up happening. But Kellen Moore's out, and I think that any offensive mind, I think that they'll give their OC a shot. But if there are times, like I think that Mike McCarthy really wanted Kellen to work, and he even took a year in trying to make it work with Kellen. But I think the problem is that Kellen is from that Garrett family tree. Mike is from his family tree. And I think that their ideals and their thinking is just too far gone. Like they just think differently. And so in that, you got what you got. You got a lot of good production, but there were times in game where we just had no rhythm. We didn't know who we wanted to be. And I think that the main voice talking to Dak play in and play out is going to end up being Mike McCarthy. And I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing, because you're losing so much of this staff that I think that you're losing a lot of offensive staff. So what I think has to happen is Mike has to take over the reins, get some of his guys in. And if I'm Mike, I'm going all in on the offensive side of the ball, like another lineman, another receiver. And I'll talk about this when I talk draft stuff. Another lineman, another receiver, and trying to make sure that Dak has everything that he needs to make a push and to really to get back where they were and further. Because watching those games yesterday, again, you can't tell me that Dallas didn't belong in those games. Philly beat Willie Beeman. Like, they beat Josh Johnson and a scared Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy was scared out of his mind. You can see it in his body language. You can see it, maybe he did get hurt. And I'm pretty sure, that'll be reported. But I know what I know about players. He didn't want to play in that game yesterday. Brock Purdy didn't want to play. He did not want to play in the link. It was too much for him. And then, I just think that Dallas would have played better if Dallas was playing good offensive football, quarterback, all that type of stuff, Dallas would have really gave Philly a run for their money, because it's tough in Philly. Fans calling you all type of stuff. And like I said, Brock Purdy was scared. It's just a complete waste of an NFC championship. So congratulations to Philly. They're in the Super Bowl. They get to play Kansas City, who that game to me was another just terribly ref game. The refs just got in the way, just made it unwatchable at times. And the NFL really has to fix some of this stuff, but that's neither here nor there. Senior Bowl practices start today. Well, think they start. No, I think this is the opening day. I don't know if they start today, but Senior Bowl. This is Senior Bowl week, so I'll be covering some of that stuff. So it's your boy Foots. Kellen Moore is out. Peace.